wants it to you. Who gets to hear my plea? Kissing myself in the eye.
Well, from the streets of L'Orange to the streets of Toronto. What a difference. You know, and this is a funny thing for you guys in the audience. You may not realize this. I wasn't not totally fully comprehending it till I was just outside, that I don't have this problem, but tomorrow this gentleman's getting up early and he's going to fly to his next part of his tour, which happens to be in Mexico. But one of the things he's going to have to do is when he gets to Mexico is mail his coat back to Toronto.
I've already mailed the coat back.
Did you?
Yeah, at London Drugs earlier. Very nice
cool.
lady in there, very helpful.
That's marvelous, man. I love that. Sorry, we'll not be needing this for the rest of the tour. For a month and a half going south. But the neat thing about that is a collection of things that go on. Like when you're to be doing that diversity and always putting out that much, and all of a sudden being here and then going down to Mexico and just pushing it because you got dates there almost every day, right? And all that is originally from an indie punk band from Toronto. And anything about punk will show you in those early days is that you just give it until you can't give it no more, and then you give it some more. Right, it's always about the energy going out. So that transpires, and it still keeps that ability to keep on doing and touring as much as you do, right? But there's the sensibilities of all the communities he gets to be in, and that gives him as a songwriter and as a poet, because you write poetry, right?
Lyrics are pretty poetic.
Lyrics and poetry, okay. Well, in that kind of form where it's this kind of, it's his insight, and I think it's pretty damn cool the way he does it. So his name's Rob Moir. We're going to have some fun with him for the next little while. Please give him a warm welcome to the stage.
It's an absolute privilege to be back in one of the best venues in the world in Duncan, BC, so thank you so much, Sean. It's to the one sin on life's that give us strength when I'm song. It's to the ones who redefine trust. Take a bullet, shit on, skin it from us. The love is a house on fire. Truth, madness, and despair. And you're rocking a swimming man's world. There comes a time when your body slips away, with no chance left for something more to say. And all I want is for you to know my heart was there if at times it didn't show. 'Cause love is a house on fire with truth, madness, and desire. And you're rocking a swimming man's world. Cause love is a house on fire, truth, madness, and desire. And you're rocking a swimming man's world. Thank you very much. Has anyone else played in a punk rock band? Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun. The first time my punk rock band came out to British Columbia, we actually only got as far as Calgary and our van broke down and we had to go home. The second time we actually came all the way out here. And I've been coming back to Western Canada since here and off. Actually, I think the last time we did the show in Duncan, it was upstairs, and there was only 3 people there. And now I think we're like 5. Yeah, so like in the business world, they call that growth, right? So that's pretty good. But anyways, this is the first song I wrote going from the guy playing in punk rock bands to having a beard. And it's called A Love of Nuthouse. I wanna find you laying in my grave. Now filthy bodies on a bed of graves. They'll bury us naked like we came to a world been built for us, full of sunken ships and rust. Big business, small decisions, bought and sold. And I found some arrowheads in my backyard. Now I wanna keep them, but I don't know afford. If I try to sell them, well, I might get ripped off, like the girls who wanna love, but I can only give enough time or commitment just to keep my head above. 'Cause I'm young and I'm lost and I'm feeling it. When I'm drunk and alone, that I'm scared of it, that I'll never find the means to get with it. Oh baby, oh sweet baby, I won't go to the call. Out to the ocean and dive to the last of calms parked at the bottom. 'Cause I'm young and I'm low and I'm feeling it. When I'm drunk and alone, then I'm scared of it, that I'll never find the means to get with it. Oh baby, sweet baby, I won't go to the cars and flow out to the ocean and dive to the lights of cornrows parked at the bottom. Thank you very much. Massive applause also for John for opening us up tonight. I liked John's song about the fish. I got a song about a pirate, so we're kind of getting somewhere with this collaboration. This song is called Lost and Found Like You, and it goes like this. When I was a pirate and I sailed around the Adriatic, and when I was a boxcar and I got to know your bedroom well, I'm nothing now like I was back then. Oh, so make it a double at the ball, my man, and please turn off the television and put back on the stereo system. I know this one, so hum along, and I always get this singer's return. Whoa, whoa. When I was a pornographer, and I felt my work spoke volumes about my relationship with commerce and lust and art, and the irony of being nothing then like I'm nothing now. I wipe the sweat away from my brow and get dressed up so I can hit the town. So get messed up before I feel the ground and watch the stars spinning around. And I always confuse the constellations, yeah, the constellations. I wanna be somebody, not just anybody. And I wanna be someone who is lost and found like you. I wanna dream away my life, ride my bicycle into the night, sleep under a bed of pines in the summertime. I wanna fall in love again. The things I do, not just things that I plan. I'd like to be a better man. I wanna be somebody, or not just anybody. And I wanna be someone who is lost and found like you. Thank you very much, guys. In December, I finished this tour I was doing in Austria, and well, it's Germany, Switzerland, Austria, and I got back from that. And every time I go and I play in Vienna, in Austria, has anyone ever visited this beautiful city before? Fantastic. So next time you go, think about this. When I went for the very first time, I had what you would call politely an evening of romance with the tallest Austrian woman the country has ever produced. And I believed that my future was now to be living in Vienna with the tallest Austrian woman, until the next day when she broke up with me. So I'm gonna dedicate this song for her. This is a song called Cold. We'll get to the heavy metal songs, I promise. Well, the people from the buildings all run into their cars as the rain pours so on the boulevard, and there's posters in the gutters, and I see workers stacked in streetcars on the lonesome dog ride takes them back where they belong. Is it cold? Is it cold? Is it cold in your bed when I'm not home? and I trace highways with my fingers as cities shrink from airplanes, and I stare out the window and I dream of her as I'm in the arms of strangers in towns with no real danger, and on the twisted dark road that are confused with home. Is it cold? Is it cold? Is it cold in your bed when I'm not there? Is it cold? Is it cold? Is it cold in your bed when I'm there? No, 'cause I feel nothing at all, and I don't feel I've done something wrong. And I feel nothing at all, and I don't feel I've done something wrong. Is it cold? Oh, is it cold? Is it cold in your bed when I'm not there? Thank you very much. My friend Rich, he comes from Newcastle, England, and he has this amazing expression for this special stage of a hangover. And he calls this stage the fear. And what the fear is, and it doesn't happen that often, even if you drink regularly, but the fear creeps into your body like fog coming into the harbor. After about 3 hours when you wake up, and if you're still drunk, you'll know that you have the fear. Because if you try and interact with the general public on the streets, you will be absolutely terrified of everybody. And he might have one of the best experiences ever with the fear. As you see, he was invited to his girlfriend's parents' home to celebrate the engagement of his girlfriend's sister. They had a nice little lunch with the whole family. And my friend Rich, he had the fear. And he spent 15 minutes at that lunch and realized he needed to leave immediately. And his options for leaving were he could go out through the front door in which he came. But people might have some questions why he's leaving having only spent 15 minutes at this engagement. The other option is he could climb the fence in the backyard and run through the neighbor's backyard for freedom. And my friend Rich, he's not as athletic as he once was. And he did choose the fence. And as he got on top of the fence and tried to throw himself over the fence, his shirt got caught in between, and it forced him to just fall flat on his face. And he got up with his shoulder hurt, and he just started to run like a maniac through this complete stranger's backyard. And my friend Rich, after a while, he decided this was too guilt-ridden for him to continue, so he decided to call his girlfriend to explain why he's not there anymore. And her response was, "Yes, we all saw you fall over the fence." So my friends, if you've ever experienced this phenomenon in your life, this song's for you, and it's called The Fear. take me away, take me away, take me away. That's why I bought you. No, it's not what I wanted. No, it's not what I wanted. No, it's not what I wanted. Now I want. Shiver and stray, shiver and stray, shiver and stray into the darkness. Shout out the moon, don't be afraid. Well, shut your filthy little lungs up. No, it's not what I wanted. No, it's not what I wanted. No, it's not what I wanted. I wish I could be here. I wish I could be what you wanted. I wish I could be here. I wish I could be what you wanted and be who you wanted and be what I wanted. I want to, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. That's where they'll take you. Thank you very much. My friends, in November, I also released my third album. This is very, very exciting for me. I have 3 of these things now. I've got no cats or dogs. I've got no children. But I have 3 albums. And I feel like that's as much work as 1 child. No? All right, anyways. I'm going to play you some songs from this new album. And if you go on YouTube, you can watch a video that I shot for this song in Rome, Italy. I went around for like 13 hours to many, many locations with an Italian film director, and we made this video in 33 Celsius heat. And then, after 13 hours of this, I had to wait until midnight to play this concert in Rome, because God forbid in Italy they have a concert that starts before midnight. It would just stress everybody out. So after I get off stage from playing this concert, I am walking down to where the audience is, and there is this like 20-year-old Chilean girl who looks like Cameron Diaz, and she comes up to me, and she just wants to tell me that she enjoyed this concert and it meant a lot to her, and we talked a little bit about her backpacking trip. And as we are having this very civil conversation, in the corner of my eye, I can see this guy pacing angrily back and forth. And I know like who this guy is. And after she says her polite goodbyes and leaves, he comes up to me, and it's her Chilean boyfriend. And he just says, "Watch your back." Just in case you're curious how the rest of that video turned out. So this is a song called Rome Leads to All Roads. A 100,000 possibilities of things that won't continue. For a life well lived and be fulfilled. Yeah, questions shall lead to more questions. So stick some pins in capital cities. Make some noise when you're in your youth. There's a road being built that will guide you. Can anybody feel this in their bones? This voice, it's getting louder. Can anybody find it in their echoes? There's a fire running through you. Run up that peak and build your pride. Listen to the machine on the inside. Dive right in, don't be forgiven. Oh no, the world owes you nothing. So cut your teeth and break some limbs. Look over fences to find the unknown. There's a road being built that will guide you. Can anybody feel this in their bones? This voice, it's getting louder. Can anybody find it in their echoes? There's a fire rolling through you, and I'm gonna be waiting there for you. I may just have to find you away from there. It's a beautiful world, so close your It's a beautiful world, don't close your eyes. Can anybody feel this in their bones? This force, it's getting louder. Can anybody find it in their echoes? There's a fire running through you. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna dedicate this next song to a young musician from Switzerland. He wrote me this email, and it was very, very long. And I'll be honest, I didn't read the whole thing, but I got the general gist of this message, and it was that he wanted to quit his job, sell his apartment, break up with his girlfriend, buy a camper van, and tour all over Europe playing music. And he wanted to know what I thought about that, having done 6 years professionally of touring now. He was looking for some feedback on this. And I responded, and I told him that I didn't think he should do any of that. And how I structured this was, like, what if the first year you stick your thumb out with your guitar and you hitchhike all around this incredible continent, playing in these beautiful fountains that are just scattered everywhere. And you make friends, and you stay in touch with these friends. And that second year, you get yourself like one of those, I don't know, European rail passes or something. And now you're seeing these friends again, and you're kind of playing these different places. And maybe after like 3, 4, 5 years, when you have 3 critically acclaimed albums, awesome t-shirt designs, maybe it's time to think about the camper van. And he got back to me, and he was like overjoyed to have this totally different angle of how maybe he could launch his career into something sustainable with music. And I felt really, really great to be able to kind of give back some knowledge to a younger generation coming up behind me. And then like 8 months ago, I got another email from him. And he said, "Rob, I bought the camper van." Fucking idiot. Anyway, so I'm going to dedicate this song for him. It's called Sometimes You Gotta Go. Oh, sometimes you gotta go. Walk straight into the snow. Search for silence of the night. Open your eyes wide and bright. 'Cause you're more than goodbye for a little while. Shake your father's hand and walk a cold home out. Tell your friends you see them and you see them again. Sometimes you've gotta go. sister on the very first night. Something that she'll confide in you about her life. And after a little while she'll declare that sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta go. There ain't no point to reminisce. Sometimes you gotta go. Alright. There's a guitar solo here, but I do not have enough hands to play both. Well, there's no time for second guessing. No one here to need the blessing. It's your time. Take a little deeper, find there's nothing much worth keeping you in your prime. Baptized in a sea of doubt, so much one can do without in this life. You wasted hours in the world, won't lay down bricks or produce pearls. But sometimes you gotta go, walk straight into the snow, search for silence of the night. Open your eyes wide and bright. Well, sometimes you gotta go. Cheers, thank you so much. And that song, I forgot to mention, you can actually hear this song on CBC Radio 1. They tend to play it at around 5 in the morning. So, that's the best time to be on the radio, I think, anyways. But, yeah, so let's do this song. This is a song I wrote about, well, let me set this up in a little bit because as Johns mentioned earlier, I am doing tomorrow I'm starting my first tour ever in Mexico. And I could not be more excited about this. I was in Mexico 10 years ago as a backpacker, and I love this country so much, but it was also like the loneliest 3 weeks of my life. I did not speak like one word of Spanish. And I promised myself I was going to learn Spanish before I went back. And I had 10 years to do that. And every day I just did not do that even more. And so I'm going back tomorrow. And I'm going to try to do as much as I can in the 5 hours on the plane. And but when I went before, I had met up at some point with 2 friends of mine, and actually one of them, a guy named Spence, he spoke Spanish, and he was kind of our translator for the 3 or 4 days that we all hooked up and traveled together. And we were in Puerto Vallarta in this hotel, and we came down to the lobby, and in every kind of like one of these types of hotels around the world, there's always this sort of like, that kind of like sort of that American frat boy type guy, like that. What's up, bros? Like super excited to see you. And he's like, I got this big bag of weed. I gotta fly back to Miami tomorrow, bros. You guys want this free bag of weed? And we're like in the lobby, and we had to go back up to the hotel. So we're like, I'll tell you what, we're gonna come get it after dinner. We're gonna go to dinner, and we're gonna come back and get your big bag of weed for free. And we go out, and we get drunk. And as we were walking, it's now like midnight, 11 p.m., as we were walking along the beach, I allegedly yelled something to the police truck driving by. In Mexico, they have there's the driver, and then there's 2 guys in the back of the pickup truck with guns. And allegedly, I yelled something like, "I'm not scared of you," which forced them to turn around, drive onto the beach we were walking on. And about 2 minutes later, we were emptying our pockets and flashlights were in our mouths. My friend Spence, luckily, was translating this because these gentlemen did not speak a word of English either. And they are asking him, they're saying, what drugs is your friend on to me? And my friend Spence is like, oh, he's just an idiot. He's drunk. Don't worry about him. He's fine. And they are talking for a real long time. And we're on the beach. It's dark. They have the only flashlights. The street lights are far away. And after a while, as you do, I'm start to wonder, what the hell are they talking about? And at one point, one of the police officers started laughing. And then they finally left, and we all looked at each other and said, hey, isn't it great we didn't have that big bag of weed on us? And I said, Spence, why was the police officer laughing? He said, "Oh, I was trying to convince them to arrest you and put you in jail for the night." I just thought, like, what a great friend that is. So, anyways, I'm looking forward to go back to Mexico tomorrow. Tired of what are you searching for? A crooked smile and your teeth collect down. Count your blessings on your fingertips. I see your flesh and the carved crucifix. Timber bonies won't on you, running from a crooked smile and your teeth collect diamonds and count your blessings on your fingertips. I see your reflection in the carved crucifix. Thank you very, very much. And as that's a good little segue into this next song, because one problem I do not have, well, it's kind of it's split because I have this amazing ability that I can speak French perfectly well, but I understand nothing. And I was in Quebec City about 3 years ago now, and I'm walking down, this, for anyone who's ever been to historical Quebec City, it's one of the most beautiful places on our continent. And I'm walking down this 400-year-old boulevard, and it's one of those days that it's kind of like the last couple days where it's sunny and warmer than it should be, and everybody's on the street and having this incredible sort of, this incredible energy you can feel throughout the people kind of everywhere. And I'm walking down the street, and this man approaches me, and he kind of unloads that sort of, a lot of Quebecois at me. And I told him in perfect French, I said, je Je parle français. And he told me in perfect English, go fuck yourself. Anyways, this is a song I wrote about a relationship I had with a woman from Quebec that lasted 6 days. This is a song called Claudine. Claudine, remember us being ghosts in the sheets, lit by neon lights from both line with maple trees. And I called you up, it's a feeling was in your head, lit by neon lights from both line with maple trees. But I ramble on and on when I get stoned. What's in your system, you just keep right up. Claudine, let the winter pass. You can be far from the snow. It ain't good for your body, it ain't right for your soul. Claudine, won't you sing with me tonight? I'm gonna try to do better, I need to survive. Oh, it's a long way back to Ontario if you can't drive. The 3 rivers in this town aren't the only divide. But I ramble on and on when I get stoned. Well, what's in your system, you just keep right up. Oh, Claudine, let the winter pass. You can be far from the snow. It ain't good for your body, girl, it ain't right for your soul. Once I saw cold crab, the same eyes I laid on you, and I passed by dying bodies, the same feet I walked out on you, and was fight or flight with the engine running, and I was paralyzed by what to do. Claudine, won't you sing with me tonight? I'm gonna try to do better, I need to survive. I'm gonna try to do better, I need to survive. Thank you very much. I'm going to dedicate this next song to Don. I've never met Don. I only spoke with him today via an advertisement he left on Craigslist offering rides anywhere on Vancouver Island, reasonable prices. Don and I got on the wire a little bit. We're texting each other. Allegedly, he is picking me up from the Duncan Showroom 10:30 this evening, where he will then, for an exchange for some money, will drive me to Nanaimo, where I will stay at the prestigious Painted Turtle Guest House. Anyone ever been there? They only have a couple reviews on Google with bed bugs, but don't let that scare you. I haven't seen anything yet. And so, yeah, let's hear it for Don. Let's give him a round of applause. And if he doesn't come, I'm going to have to go to the ATM and take the most expensive cab ride to Nanaimo because I need to get that 8:25 ferry tomorrow morning. And but I'm going to play you guys a song which is about the last 6 years that I've spent doing these crazy tours, and almost all of them actually without a car. Some of that has to do with the fact that I don't even have a driver's license, but a valid driver's license. But yeah, after 6 years of touring mostly in Europe, and I've also been down to Australia 3 times, and I toured Japan and Singapore, Last year I went to Ukraine, and tomorrow starts the first day of a Mexican tour. So there's a song called Ports of Call. It goes like this. Where will I go? What will I believe in? I'm a blank canvas here. You can sell the reason. I put my thumb to feel the wind's direction. Picture open water and I crumble with infection. One of these days I'll have to learn to swim. My future's a sailboat with the fear of land. I'm sitting wool late and I find me this anchor. I wonder if I'll take it and know how to keep her. And I've got this broken compass and holes in the soles of my shoes. For numbers I know you said, oh, you better try the ports of call. Oh, better try the ports of call. You better try the ports of call. One of these days I'll have to learn to swim. The future's a sailboat with the fear of land. I'm sitting wool late and I'll find me this anchor. I wonder if I'll take it and know how to keep her. I've got this broken compass, holes in the soles of my shoes. Phone numbers on you said, oh, well, better try the ports of call. Yeah, better try the ports of call. Well, better try the ports. No, we won't. It's something to believe in. When all we need is to get out of bed with reason. When I've got this broken compass and holes in the soles of my shoes. Phone numbers on them, you said, oh, better try the ports of call. You better try the ports of call. You better try the ports of call. At the end of the road, you won't know who you are anymore or were before. The end of your life, and it might make sense that nothing is forever except the end. The end of the road, you won't know who you are anymore or were before. The end of your life, and it might make sense that nothing is forever except the end. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for coming out on a Wednesday evening here. Do you want to hear 2 more songs or 3 more songs? 3 more songs? Okay, sweet. Let's see. I'm gonna play you this song. It's about five years ago now. I did a tour. This is true. I went from Paris to Berlin with my bicycle. This guitar was attached to a trailer on the bicycle, and for 3 months I rode this bicycle almost every single day, and I played concerts almost every single night. And this was a challenge, both mentally, physically, as something I was nowhere near prepared for. This was a logistical nightmare. This was almost a perfect summer if it wasn't raining all of the time. And before I finished in Berlin, I played 3 concerts in the border city of Stettin, Poland. And what I will tell you, and this is the most important thing you're going to hear from me tonight, if you ride your bicycle to Stettin, Poland, you should buy a map. If you only trust Google Maps with a bicycle option, you will get lost in the forest for 2 or 3 hours. And I wrote this next song inspired by this memory of myself standing there, grown up, with a bicycle and a guitar at my feet, trying desperately to get mobile cell reception. and realizing if I was back home in this country, this is where you get eaten by the bear, right? So this is a song called The Wilderness I Know, and it goes like this. When I go out, and I go where no one finds me, to the place that I know no lights won't shine on me. Yeah, yeah. When it gets dark, so dark I can't see myself, and don't lay down in cobblestones and spider webs. The wilderness I know, the wilderness I know. When it gets dark, so dark I can't see myself, and don't lay down in cobblestones and spider webs. The wilderness I know, the wilderness I know. When I come home, when I come home, when I come home, and I'll be let down. When I come home, when I come home, when I come home, I'll be let down. The wilderness I know, the wilderness I know. For the wilderness I know, for the wilderness I know. Thank you very much, everybody. If I may, I would like to play the last two songs I had set out to play. And if you're all right, do you want to hear one last story about Ukraine? I did this. Has anyone ever visited Ukraine? No? Okay. Let me tell you, it's something a bit different. I did a few shows there in May of last year, and there's some amazing experiences. I love going to these places, and that... they're very, the audiences there are really, really happy that artists from, places as far away as Canada will go there and play. I mean, the whole country has really changed a lot in the last couple of years, too. The whole economy is, just crashed. They're, their money's worth, 3 times less than it used to be, and it's kind of it's kind of a weird situation going on. But I had the best time going there, and on my way back, because I didn't realize... the bus ticket that I had planned to take from Ukraine back into Poland to pick up my tour there, I had overlooked the fact that at the border of Ukraine and Poland, it's generally about 12 hours waiting before you actually get through to the other side. And that meant that I was going to definitely miss the first show. So we found this train that I could take. And at the border for the train, it's a lot shorter. It's only about 2 hours. So I'm on this train because these two incredibly nice, sweet guys got up at 5 in the morning to drive me to the middle of nowhere. This is old Soviet-era train station with just dust fields. And we get into this old train station, and the train's supposed to come at 5:35. And I told them, it's it's very nice that you got up early before your jobs and you drove me here. But you don't have to wait. I can wait and I'll get on the train. And they said, in Ukraine, if we don't wait, you don't get on train. So I was like, okay, wait. They put me on this train finally, and as we're going, it's kind of like, it's quite early in the morning, and it's one of those beautiful days where the sun is just sort of coming through all the tree branches and leaves, and it's just this peaceful, calm trip kind of through the remote areas of Western Ukraine. And there's only a few people on the train, and I can see, like, in the reflection of the glass behind me, I can see what's going on. And what's happening is there is a young guy standing on the train seats, and he's got a special tool where he is taking apart the ceiling of the train. And there's a young girl who I guess is like his partner in crime there, his girlfriend perhaps even, and she's passing him these boxes. And he's hiding these boxes in the ceiling of the train. And now he is screwing up the train ceiling and acting like nothing ever happened. And I'm like laughing, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what the hell is in those boxes? How bad is this if I get blamed for it? All these things kind of go through your head a little bit. And we get to the train stop, it's the last train stop before we go to the border. And now the train becomes quite full. And what happens next is incredible. Literally, every single person on the train is unscrewing different compartments of the train and hiding cigarettes where they can put the train screws back in, because cigarettes, if they can manage to sell them in the EU, are worth like, €5 compared to the 50 cents they are in Ukraine. And so this is just incredible. And we get to the border, and the Ukrainian military gets on the border. These are not, your like polite Canada customs guys going like, "What's in your suitcase?" Like, these are just like military. And they also have their own tool. And now they are looking into all these spots where they know these cigarettes are hiding. And you remember the first young guy, they found his stash. It was like Christmas. They all came down in these boxes, and the Ukrainian military guy is just walking off the train with a stack of the cigarettes that he found. And the young guy got up, and he starts walking behind him, yelling at him in Russian. And I just thought that was like the craziest gangster, bravest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so if that young man's still alive, I'm going to dedicate this song for him. And it's called Places to Die Before You See the World. Oh, when cigarettes take my friends away, and the ambulance will roll down the interstate, I'd rather go poor face down in the streets than kept alive by the motor machine. And I don't want to die in a prison cell, and I don't want to die in a war-torn hell. I will cold tea all night for free if I don't have to die clenching luxury. Maybe down a well, down some stairs I fell, and disco my body into the sea. Forgot your name and my vocabulary, and excuse my language if you know what I mean. And I don't wanna die for a borderline, and I don't wanna die for the sparrow wine. Small and don't pay of a service fee if I don't have to die clenching luxury. Hospital, and I don't wanna die in the 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 hospital, I don't wanna die in the hospital, I don't wanna die in the hospital, and I don't wanna die in the hospital. Die in the hospital. I don't wanna die in the hospital. Cheers. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for staying. If you want to know the next time I come back to Duncan, you can leave your email on, there's a list over there. I will not spam you, I promise. And I think that the whole community who is in the city and surrounding areas, I really believe that you're so lucky to have this place. Can we give these guys a round of applause one more time for doing this? Duncan Showroom, holy man, love it. There's also some vinyl records, some t-shirts and CDs. Come say hello. And I hope to see you guys very soon again. This is gonna be my last song. It's called Oh Margot, Please. Margot got knocked up with a half-baked shell. Leans over, says cough on the other side of town. Some nights she struts and poses in the rain. The morning unmasked like a bomb on a train. And her mother cuts coupons and saves all the change. And curses out Margot for spreading the legs to a man who won't love her daughter for a day. And they took off to Memphis so they buried the king of pills and coke and alcohol. Yeah, the mother's something king of rock and roll. And he said, hey, what do I say? Oh, what do I say? And he said, hey, what do I say? Oh, what do I say? Margot, sweet girl, I love that bastard child. Counselor, I was the son of a dog. What perfume or lipstick could spoil my cause? But he kept this ship tight, his nose clean and white. I only could stop spending nights by his wife. He feels guilty when he talks at shows. No matter if I'm monster, frat boy, day, ripping counselor when you die. You know where you go. But Jesus loves your money more than you'll know. Right. And he said, hey, what do I say? Oh, what do I say? And he said, hey, what do I say? Oh, what do I say? Margot, sweet girl, I love that bastard child. 'Cause I've been taught to be a fool, to be afraid, and now I learn to attractive ideals of swimming without jeans. There's one thing, girl, won't sort of me. Oh, but I didn't care. I got lost in a wave ahead. And he said, hey, what do I say? Oh, what do I say? And he said, hey, what do I say? Oh, what do I say? Margot, sweet girl, please love that bastard child. Thank you very much. Good night. Hope to see you all again. Thank you.
Are you looking for a fallen one far from a tree? Or throw your own red carpet out, be your own celebrity? There's nothing like it being back in our jail. Yeah, I'm looking it over. Let's see you single file saying, hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey. Come on. A little bit of affection in the right direction. Oh, I can see your complexion in my eye reflection. Yeah. Oh, and all I'm taking on. So what you worry about? It's here you scream and shout. I'm flying along. So what you worry about? It's here should know. I thought you should know. Shh. So what's into ya? So what's into ya? So what's into ya? Who gets to hear my plea? Huh? It's just myself.